Hi, Martin Davidson here, Justo Golf Academy in South Wales. Just a quick one just to complement this week's blog, which was looking at the low point of a swing. So basically where the club's hitting the ground, if it's hitting the ground at all, and the quality of the contact. It's not really within the scope of this week's blog and video to go into depth of how to change this. I just want to give you a couple of practice things to have a look at to understand where you're hitting the ground, why it might be causing different types of shots and where to go from there. On the left hand side is a drill that I do quite a lot with students, particularly really before we go into any detail about it, and it's certainly not my idea to come up with this. I've taken this off someone else. It's been around for years, but there's a towel on the floor, I don't know, about 2 club heads width back from the ball. Now I get them to make swings and just basically look to see whether they hit the towel or not. I've hit a shot here, this was used for something else, but basically if they're catching the ground at all or hitting this towel back here, the low point of your swing, so that where the very bottom of this circle we're drawing with the golf club is too far back. Now what this tends to cause is either a heavy shot, so we take a big chunk of earth before, lose a lot of distance and a lot of power, or we slightly miss the ground and the club starts working back up and it catches what we call thin, so we've hit slightly high on the ball. You'll feel that it'll vibrate quite a bit again. We'll lose a bit of distance and the ball will go lower than expected. So put the towel down just to get to hit a few shots to see where the low point is. If you're the kind of person who can only practice off AstroTurf, which is pretty common over here in the UK, then I'd highly recommend hitting shots, particularly when you're hitting irons and wedges with that behind. It's very easy, and I'll just take the one on the right hand side because it's a bit more of a close-up. When you're hitting shots, to nick the ground just about here. Now on AstroTurf, because it's wonderfully forgiving, the club will bounce through, the shot will still go pretty well, but then so it gives you this false sense of security. You get onto a golf course, you hit the ground there, which isn't any different to how you've practiced, and suddenly you wonder why the ball's not really going too well at all. Another great bit of feedback as well, I've just put some chalk, this is just standard blackboard chalk, in front, so almost trying to draw a divot. If I just wind this back so I won't take it to the setup. So this is where we'd like the club to be going down. Really the low point of the swing should be after the ball, so the club should continue its path down through the ball till about here, which is just under the left shoulder. Then it will start to work back up. Now what's good about the chalk is, as you can see when it comes in and hits it, there's a nice puff of chalk, so that's definitely given me some feedback to see that I'm hitting in front of the ball as it's gone through. Like I say, we're going to, in a couple of my other blogs and videos, I'm going to do some stuff to actually show you how to do this, but we need to understand firstly what a low point is, which is what we looked at, and how you can set it up in a practice position where either you use the chalk in front or the towel behind to give it a go. So I'd highly recommend go and give that a go. Got any feedback or any comments, you can just pop them below on this, and then I'll try my best to get back to you. Thanks.